So now I think I'm finally ready to start recording with this Ibanez Jem. This has been with me for years, and I just recently posted a few videos about this guitar, the story, how I got it, and the string change towards the song that I'm about to write or record and release soon. I think this song itself is almost ready. I feel like there are like few guitar solos that requires still some heavier whammy bar action that I really can't do with bridges that my PRS guitars have. I was lucky yesterday, and I just tried to take a look at how the solo would work with my SE-CE24 standard setting, and here's one of the takes. So as you can notice, the guitar works really well with that solo. There's no problems with that like dive bomb that I have as a part of the solo. So now I just have to clean up my playing a little bit, and then I think the solo is ready. So it's just a lot of practice getting my playing a little bit more cleaner, and yeah, that's it. Then I have another solo that requires a little bit more work, and I think we could listen it together and then show my few points about the solo. So I think I've wrote and recorded most of this song last summer, and this song itself was written with the feeling and intention of going like really lowest part mentally. I'd say it's like the song is called Escape from Nothingness, and I think that kind of hints the ideology and the emotion and feelings that it's the whole song and the journey goes through. I wanted to write as dark and as heavy song as possible, and that's why I kind of like decided to experiment a little bit with the modes of the harmonic minor and the chord structures with that, and then write a slightly different approach. And this is like the second instrumental song I had written in years. So writing a journey like this has been it was a little bit of a challenge, but I really loved how naturally it came through because of going through, like, I'd say as an artist it's always about reflecting all those emotions, feelings, experiences and experiments as well towards the art. And with this song, the journey was from, I'd say this, I'm going to reveal more about the idea of this song and the story behind of this escape from nothingness, but I'd say it's some kind of like a reflection of going mentally dark times. And that's why I decided to have like those elements as a part of it, and as a part of expressing myself I really needed these like screaming guitars and screaming noises in a way, and that's like harmonics and with the guitar, because I think that's one way to express myself in this musical context. I had written like vocal songs that this album itself goes through. It's about again, like rebuilding the identity as an artist and a musician. So the album is called Return, so this is kind of like the point or a part of the story where, you know, getting, like escaping from this like dark ideas, intentions, feelings, and starting to see the light and need for the change. So this solo itself that I'm next playing for you is more about, yeah, this is like my Steve Vai style of approach for playing guitar. And because of the one of the concepts of the album is using mainly like 7-string guitars in standard or drop A tuning and standard tuning guitars. I felt it's more like using all those influences that got me into guitar playing and affected to it one way or another. And Steve Vai has been one of the main influences in my guitar playing and getting into like DIY style of music creation. So let's listen through the solo itself, and here's how it should sound like. And then another solo starts. So here, I think I need a little bit of, yeah, a whammy bar. And then, okay, this is way too loose, and let's check out the other one, if it's, yeah, it's way too loose. Okay, I don't know if it's way too loose, because now, as you can see, it's like, I don't know if you can see, but there's this like free wobbling before anything even happens. And I want to have like more accurate way of using the whammy bar, so I'm hoping that it won't affect. Well, actually I'm using it as the end of the solo is the only point where I'm using the whammy bar, so it doesn't affect that much. But yeah, I'm just now about to relearn this solo, so I'm now going to show you one of the takes once I'm getting into playing the solo. But you know, I still have to adjust my playing a little bit with this guitar, so yeah, it's going to be exciting. So here's the solo that I'm probably coming up with this one. So I think that's now where I'm heading towards with this solo. It feels like there are just minor changes that I need to do to it, and if I have to break down a little bit like how I took the Steve Vai approach here, it's fairly simple stuff and more like the concepts of his playing. You know, the starting point here that opening lick is like I think the song Attitude Song starts with that same type of lick, but I just took it a little bit further as a motif that goes around the fretboard, like. I think that's more like a John Petrucci style. Some people are saying that it's more like his style. I think Steve Vai may have used somewhere. I'm not familiar. Then I think the sweep style here. I think he uses that type of phrasing in the song "For the Love of God," or somewhere else. I think "For the Love of God" is having like in that, or however that like. I don't remember really how that part goes. You know what I mean if you're a Steve Vai fan. But yeah, I think that's kind of all. Then I wanted to go towards like the dive bomb here at the end, and also bend these as much as possible with the Floyd Rose, and then go towards the natural harmonics. I probably have to do as an overdub this. Type of thing, because it's so hard to really hit it with one take once there's so many things going on. But I think other than that, it's a really cool song. I'm really looking forward to just nail this solo and just release this song. It has been in the work for almost for a year now. And it's just emotionally and personally a really heavy song to release, and I just want to get it out because it's a cool journey in a musical context. So yeah, that's all for now. I really hope you enjoyed this little like mini series of getting this guitar ready for recording and stuff like that. So if you're really into guitar playing and want to learn to write songs, or want one-on-one guitar lessons from me, I'm currently available for lessons. Yeah, check out my website from the link below. You can also like use the form there, or just contact me on direct messages on Instagram, or yeah, probably Instagram is best. And then also, if you want to get to know more about songwriting, I have a songwriting course available as well that gets you into writing songs with different methods and alternate tunings and all the good stuff. So thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and see you on the next one. Bye.